to White Collar Crime for spring of 2024. I am your professor, Dr. Allison Fernandez, and this video is to go over your syllabus. So first I'm going to go ahead and pull up your CRJ 3335 spring 2024 full-term syllabus. You already got a copy of this via the announcements page, but I'll go over this again just so we can make sure we're on the same page. The announcements is the main way that you're going to get the information for this class. Not only will you get the announcement on D2L, but you'll also be emailed a copy of that summary. So be sure to check D2L at least every other day and check your email every day. All right, as I previously said, this is a full-term class, White Collar Crime. We're going to be talking about illegal acts or series of acts committed by non-physical means. So we'll learn about different forms of white collar crime throughout the semester. These different forms of white collar crime could include illegal business activities, bribery, educational crimes, tax evasion, embezzlement, organizational crimes, and even crimes committed by the government. So we'll have chapter readings over this material as well as quizzes and some discussions. If you need to reach me throughout the semester, the best way to reach me is via email. That's afernandez@centralstate.edu. You can click this link and email me. You can also call me or text me at this phone number. This is a Google number, so it may not immediately route an actual phone call, but the text messages do pop up right away. So it's usually best to either text me or text me or email me, not call. If you text me and say you want to call, though, that's usually the best option, and I'll give you a phone call. We can also set up any virtual office hours if you need them. Officially, they're Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 10 to 12 Eastern Standard Time, but I'm very flexible on this. If you need to meet outside of these hours, even after working hours, if you are not available till after 5 o'clock, that's fine. Just let me know and give me plenty of notice. That way we can work something out. So your required text and materials is the Trusted Criminals textbook. And you can access this by going to Content in D2L. You then would click on Marauder Cares course material. And my view looks different because I'm an instructor view, but you would go down to B and C First Aid Complete. Give that a moment to open up. And once you have that open, you will see your course material for all of your classes. Now, I'm teaching multiple classes this semester. Some of my classes use OER, so they are totally different on how to access that material. Some classes I use MindTap, so this is here, but it's not available here because you access it somewhere else. But for your class, your book is available on B and C First Aid Complete, so you would open it up by clicking Read Now. But I'm just letting you know that there are other views and other options out there, so if you have other classes where your book is not available within B and C, it's possible that it's an OER or perhaps MindTap or some other form of accessing your ebook. So don't think that this is just the only way. This is just the way for your particular class for white collar crime. So once you click Read Now, you'll be able to open up your textbook. And it'll open in Vital Source, which is just an online reader. And you'll see that you see all of the material here. Now I will point out to you one negative thing that I've heard about when you're taking notes, or you can highlight or make a bookmark. That way you can keep your place. Alright, so your book is on BNC First Day Complete. Now I do expect you to read through some of this other material, but the other most important things I want to talk about are academic dishonesty. You are to work on your own, and you should know that I can see in D2L when you access assignments, when you save masters and move on to the next one, and things like that, how long you spend on the assessment. And I have had students email me and they let me know if anything's going on, so you can always reach out to me and let me know if you hear of anything or want to report that, because one of the main things in this class is to make sure that everyone is completing their own work and everything is fair. And you can access your book on your own, that's fine, but you're not supposed to collaborate with other students. An important element of this course is the evaluation methods. So you have a syllabus quiz that's worth 25 points. You have 8 chapter quizzes, which are 800 points altogether. You have your introduction discussion, which is 50 points, and 7 chapter discussions, which are 100 points each, for a total of 700 points. So if you add all of that together, you have a possible 1,575 points. If you're not quite where you need to be for the grade that you're trying to earn, you will have extra credit opportunities as well. You're going to have 4 different extra credit opportunities for 25 points each to possibly get 100 points. So I highly recommend that you complete all 4 extra credit opportunities. They will only be available for a limited time, and if you don't complete them, then you miss that opportunity. So again, I recommend that you complete each of them. That way you don't lose that opportunity. So as far as the syllabus quiz, you should have already done that. If not, you have till the end of the day to complete that. You have 1 syllabus quiz that you can take twice. Your highest attempt will be kept. Your chapter discussions are due officially by Sundays, but I ask that you try to get them done by Friday. That way people can have a chance over the weekend to reply to others and get their peer responses done. You also have your introduction discussion, which is due this week, if you will. So the week runs Monday through Sunday. So today is the last day of the class week to get the intro discussion completed. You also have 8 chapter quizzes, and I will talk about more of the timing of the quizzes when we get to the course schedule. You're looking at the letter grades here. I will have to update these points. As I mentioned above, you have a total of 1,575 points. So I'll go back and recalculate how many points correspond to an A, B, C, and so on. However, all you would do to calculate this is you can refer to D2L's gradebook and it will tell you what your letter grade is, or you can take the number of points you've earned divided by the number of total points in the class, which is 1,575, and that will give you your actual letter grade. I will tell you at the end of the class, if you are within 1 point to the next letter grade, I do round up. So if you end up within 89.1, I do round that to a 90. Or if you have a 79.4, I'll round that to an 80. Anything that is below that, I do not round. So if you have a 78.9, that is more than 1 point away from the next letter grade, so that is not rounded. And another important part of this class is attendance. To establish attendance in an online class, you have to complete one of the following that is highlighted on your screen. Now, if you complete the work that's on the course schedule, you don't have to worry about this, but if you don't do anything within the first 2 weeks of class, you most likely will be dropped from the class. So it's important to submit a quiz or exam participate in the class in some way or contact me about the class in order to not get dropped. As far as the tardiness and late policy, I don't accept any late work. This is an online asynchronous class, meaning that you can, within reason, work ahead as far as everything is due typically on Sunday, and you have almost a full week to complete the work. So if you have a busy work schedule coming up or a doctor's appointment and things like that, typically you're able to manage your time and get that work done in advance. Don't wait till the very last day to turn things in. If there is an emergency, however, just contact me or get documentation through the university to be able to turn in late work. All right, so the course schedule is attached. We're in week 1 still, and everything is generally due on Sundays. You can see that our class runs Monday through Sunday, and we're generally going to cover a chapter a week. So I've done my best to create a sort of checklist here, and this corresponds to D2L as well. So in your first week, you have discussion 1 due and your syllabus quiz. Week 2, you're supposed to read chapter 1 and complete discussion post 2. I will let you know that all of the discussions relate to the material for that week. So discussion post 2 is over chapter 1. Quiz 1 is over chapter 2. Discussion post 3 is over chapter 2. So anything that is a graded assignment corresponds to the same material that we're going to cover in that said week. March 11th through 17th, we have spring break, so there's no work done. And then we pick up after that with some discussion posts and quizzes. And an important week is week 14, especially for graduating seniors. So any graduating seniors, you're going to have to work ahead. I have created a module in D2L so you can identify yourself, and I can make sure that all of your work is open to you. That way you can get everything done by April 26th of 2024. For the rest of you, you do have to work week by week. There is no working ahead. Generally, all items will be open on Monday and then they'll be due on Sunday, except for the last week. The last week is always a short week at Central State and at many universities. The last week of classes is a short week and it's Monday through Friday. So you'll see that finals week is May 6th through May 10th. All right. Okay, so I'm going to go back to the class homepage really quickly. I apologize, my internet is running a bit slowly. Okay. So this class is CRJ 3335. It is a full-term class. So this is your homepage. The announcements are very important, so be sure to review those. If you want to quickly navigate the course, you click on Content, scroll down, and you'll see your week and modules here on the left-hand side. The extra credit tab will be located down here. I will send an announcement once those extra credit opportunities are open. And then the last thing I wanted to point out was the graduating seniors tab that I created. I am going to create a discussion here, and I want you to let me know if you're a graduating senior, because this is where I will track that. So not only do you have to get your